Hey, what's going on, guys? Colin here with Red Beans and Dice, and today I wanted to show you how the Abomination and the Necromancer work from Zombicide Black Plague. I made a video a little while ago doing Quest 0 from the core set, and in that mission, they want you not to use the Abomination and the Necromancer. So I left it out of there, but they're very crucial and fun parts of the game, and I just wanted to show you how they all work really quickly. So basically, I'll start with the Abomination over here. The Abomination takes 3 damage points, and the funny thing about that is in the core set, they don't give you anything to do 3 points of damage. So you'll have to have a torch and Dragon Bile, which you can obtain by searching rooms. They're in the equipment deck. So you'll throw the Dragon Bile down, and then you will throw a torch on top of it. It will roast anything in one square, including this big guy, and also your survivors, so watch out for that. So the Abomination just has one activation. It just targets survivors like normal zombies. The only thing that happens a little differently with it is that whenever it does a point of damage, it's so strong and powerful you can't block it with your armor no matter what you have. So it just automatically does a point, no armor save. And then when you kill this big boy, you're actually going to get 5 experience points. So there's that, and we'll put him to the side for now. And now let's get into the Necromancer, which is a little more difficult, but he's not too bad. I'll explain the rules for him. So basically, you're going to have spawn cards for the Necromancer. So whenever you draw a Necromancer, you're going to go ahead and say I drew the card for the Necromancer over here. I'm going to put a Necromancer spawn zone right in that square where I drew him on the other one. Then I'm going to put the actual Necromancer into that square also. And then right away, this kind of stinks, but you're going to have to draw another spawn card for the Necromancer spawn zone immediately, right away. So let's just say, here we go. We got a spawn card here, so we would have to immediately put those 2 down, and then we would just go on to our next spawn zone, or if that was it, that would be it. So basically, the Necromancer is a little unique in the fact that he is not actually going to target the survivors. He's actually going to target the spawn zones. So he's going to try to basically run away and escape. So each activation that he has, he's going to try to move towards another spawn zone. He's going to move to the closest one. And then if there's 2 spawn zones, say there's one over that way and then there's this one here, and they're both 1, 2, 3, 4. They're both 4 squares away. You can actually pick which one of the spawn zones that he is going to target. So if it's better for him to go down this way because you have somebody over here that can kind of shoot him with a bow and kill him, that's good. So he'll actually have to move into the square and then activate. And then when he does that, he moves off the board. And then this Necromancer spawn zone that you had just like this is going to become permanent. So the bad thing about that is if you get 6 Necromancer spawn zones onto the board, then you are, or excuse me, if you have 6 spawn zones, including the Necromancer spawn zone on the board, and then say this was the 6th one over here, and he moves here and activates, and this one turns into a permanent spawn zone. If you get 6 of those, playing with a 6 survivor game, you actually lose. So you really want to take care of the Necromancer early on. And then one cool thing that I'll kind of explain to you. So say that the Necromancer is here, and I have Silas over here. He usually comes with a bow, so let's just say he has a bow. He shoots a bow into here. The Necromancer only takes 1 damage, so he does 1 damage to the Necromancer, it's dead. He also only gives you just 1 experience, just a normal, regular zombie in that sense. So he would go off the board, and so let's say his spawn zone is still active. I killed him, I brought him off the board. Now, what I do to make things easiest is I flip this over, and then I get to pick one of these spawn zones that I want to have taken off the board. So you could take one from down here, or say for example you were trying to make your way, you had objectives this way. You don't want things spawning where you're trying to go, so I might pick that one up. You can actually pick this one off and remove it and then leave these 2 over here. So that's kind of one of the cool parts about the Necromancer. And like I said, he is not going to target you. So if, let's just say, for example, we have these 2 spawn zones here, and then The Necromancer has spawned here. There's zombie activation. He's going to be moving towards that. The next activation time he moves, he's going to be moving towards that. And then these walkers are actually going to be moving towards the survivors. So he does not target survivors. So that's basically it for the Necromancer and the Abomination. If you have any questions about it, leave it in the comments. I hope this really helped out there. They're great and fun aspects of the game that I just kind of wanted to give a little more time and detail to. One love, and have a good one, guys.